After 3.5 years, do you regret it all the lying you've done to the American people? On
All the what?
All the lying, all the dishonesties.
That who has done?
You have done. Tens of
Yeah,
thousands.
go ahead, please.
In Washington, where President Trump says he will no longer sign a major housing affordability bill into law. Let's go live to Washington and CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro. Aaron, good to see you today. What is the president saying about this?
Mugo, the president canceled the signing ceremony for what's known as the Road to Housing Act. This was a bipartisan bill that passed with over 80 yeses in the Senate. It was backed by Elizabeth Warren, as well as Republican Senator Tim Scott of South Carolina, an ally to President Trump. And it's all because the president is instead pushing for Republicans in Congress to pass what's known as the Save America Act. That would require proof of citizenship and photo ID in order to vote. It has been a big priority for the president in recent weeks as he has delayed the nomination of a permanent director of national intelligence, as well as the reauthorization of allowing warrantless surveillance of foreign actors known as FISA from being passed by this Congress. It also comes, this announcement that the signing ceremony was canceled comes before his meeting, his closed-door meeting with Republican senators during their GOP luncheon. So this is a notable point. You're seeing Senator Chuck Schumer, the Senate Minority Leader, a Democrat from New York, saying on the Senate floor that Trump is, quote, running away from one of the very few accomplishments that could actually help the American people. The Road to Housing Act was meant to help lower the cost of owning a house, help streamline regulations and make it easier to build more houses, and was pushed by his White House throughout the past couple of weeks, as it could have been a good political win for him and his party in the midterms to talk about how they're addressing affordability. Instead, the president is looking to focus on the Save America Act instead.
Yeah, strange move being that, as you mentioned, affordability seems to be the top issue, the top topic these days when we talk about politics. The president is also getting a rebuke from Congress with the Senate's passage of a war powers resolution. What's been the reaction to that?
You've seen the president say that it is making his job in terms of negotiations with Iran more difficult, but you're also seeing the White House argue that the War Powers Resolution Act of 1973 is unconstitutional and is more symbolic than anything. But it is a notable checkpoint in the discontent that some Republicans have with this ongoing war for varying reasons. But you are seeing some senators who have been long opposed to foreign conflicts, such as Kentucky Senator Rand Paul, as well as some senators who are more moderate and are up for re-election this year, such as Susan Collins of Maine, vote in support of that War Powers Resolution Act. Again, the president will have a chance to talk to these Republican senators face to face at this GOP luncheon in just a couple hours or so, where it's expected that he will continue his push for the Save America Act, as well as his push to get Republicans to end the filibuster so that they can pass the Save America Act with just a simple majority of the votes instead of the 60-vote threshold. You've seen Senate Majority Leader John Thune be the messenger of bad news to President Trump multiple times, just telling him the votes to end the filibuster are just not there.
Okay. Aaron Navarro in Washington, thank you so much.